Please. Wow. You don't even want to say please?
Please.
Okay. All you have to do is ask nicely.
You asked me, do you want another one? I said yes. And then you asked me to say please.
Yeah.
I just answered your
No,
question.
you still should say yes, please, if someone offers you something. It's just basic etiquette. Didn't your mother teach you anything?
No, she says saying please and thank you is fake.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I disagree completely. It's not the way I was raised.
But then again, you've seen her interact with waiters at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Are you a bit confused by what you've just watched?
Yes.
Okay. So there was a lot of mixed comments going on, right? So some people were saying the way he spoke to her was not nice at all. He's there basically bringing up her mum. Didn't your mother raise you correct? And talking to her as if she's a child. Like, do you want one? Yeah, well, say please then. Gives it to her. Like, do you not know basic manners and etiquette? And then other comments are on his side saying, well, in the UK, manners are a big thing and please and thank you are important and she should have said it. So what is your opinion on that interaction of the way he spoke to her or the way she behaved?
That's just a couple being a couple. Like, I even with your friends, that you say things to them that you don't really even mean, so no one can really infer that they were being 100% honest with each other there. I've done, like, said stuff to my mom as a joke, because she knows I'm playing about. Like, I remember one time she came into my room and she goes to me, oh, do you want me to make anything? And I was like, yeah, can you make this, that, and the other? And as she's walking out, I was like, do it quickly. It's a joke. Like, now if TikTok was on, my mom turned around and she gave me a little slap, but it was a joke. Like, she didn't hurt me. If TikTok was recording and people saw it, I'd be like, how can you talk to your mom like that? If I'm to take it seriously, then, I mean, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't really say it to my girlfriend because she's my girlfriend, so I probably already know she's polite, unless she stepped out of line. It was a bit of a weird. He offered it to her. Saying yes would have been fine. They weren't in a formal setting.
Can I be honest with you? I get your point of what the interaction you had with your mum being a joke.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand people do joke.
I do it to you as well.
Yeah, but that interaction there didn't look like a joke. That literally looked like she was doing her hair, recording herself. He's come over trying to be cute, like feeding her, and he said what he said. Now,
Well, she was giggling.
they culturally they're from different backgrounds, and if she's saying, you know, we don't believe in please, my mum's raised me, we don't believe in please and thank you. You know, it's not what we're used to. We are used to manners, and you know, it's just common decency and respect. However, I don't like the way that I wouldn't like it if a man spoke to me like that. I thought it was very belittling and patronizing, and I also think that it was rude to make a comment and say, didn't your mother raise you correct, or whatever he said. I will not let a guy ever make a comment like that to me, or ever try and speak to me patronizing like that. Like,
Well, I mean, look, there's situations where you step out of line, and I might say to you, yo, what are you, like, I might not say, why did your mama raise you properly? Because I wouldn't say something like that, but I might say something else that you find patronizing because you probably did something wrong. But in this instance, if she's in the UK, the whole UK etiquette thing does not apply in the confines of a relationship. It applies when you're out in public. So if I'm out in public and my girlfriend's behaving like she's in India, I'm going to say to her, you're in England, mate. Behave like you're in England, because if I was in India, I would behave like I'm in India. So people saying, oh, you're in the UK are stupid, because he's in a relationship with an Indian girl in a closed off situation.
Yeah.
They're not out in public. So what the hell are you people talking about?
but the thing is the whole concept was silly of him coming out of this. Like, I could understand if
I think he was joking.
if they were sitting down on the sofa and she said, go get me a drink, and he would be like, if you say please, I could understand that. Do you know what I'm saying? But that was him saying, do you want another one? And she was like, mm-hmm. It's not like she said, yep, or yeah, or whatever. Like, she was just acknowledging him and going along with it. It wasn't her just outright being rude or demanding or impolite. So to make that comment there and then while she's just doing her hair, I didn't think was necessary. It came across as very patronizing, and the comment, I'm sorry, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What?
Didn't your mother raise you correct? Or whatever that dumb shit was that he said.
Those are fighting words.
How dare you?
If a woman said that to me, that would set me off because you're insulting my mum now.
You're insulting a lot here. There's a lot wrong with that. And I don't care if we've been together 10 years, 20 years, we're married with 4 kids. Don't ever say that to me.
Yeah, no, it seems like a nothing burger. Like, I don't know why people are commenting on it.
You're saying it seems like a nothing burger, but at the same time, that my point is that it doesn't look like one of them planned TikTok videos or like a joke. It actually seemed like a genuine encounter.
Yeah, but I don't think that he was being serious. I think that because I do that all the time, and my tone sounds serious, but the person that I'm with knows that I'm not being it, and she was giggling, so it didn't.
Can we watch it again?
Yeah, she didn't take it seriously. She wasn't like, "Oh my god, what did you just say?"
I don't think she digested what just happened. If I'm being completely honest, I don't think she digested what interaction was going on, and she's probably posted this.
That's her boyfriend.
None the wiser that people are going to pick up on that.
She's a donut. Why is she posting? Why do these TikTokers do it? Why are you posting your boyfriend in like in a moment he said something dumb?
She probably saw it as a cute video, like my boyfriend's feeding me whilst I'm doing my hair, getting ready. She probably saw it as cute.
What's the caption say on it?
I'd have to go find it. So she's actually put it up for the conversation when you're an Indian dating a British boy. So
yeah, she's
showing that they're from different walks of life and they handle things differently. But please just watch it one more time, please.
Another one? Please? Wow. You don't even want to say please?
Please?
Okay. All you have to do is ask nicely.
You asked me, do you want another one? I said yes. And then you asked me to say please.
Yeah.
I just answered your question.
You still should say yes please if someone offers you something. It's just basic etiquette. Didn't your mother teach you anything?
No, she says saying please and thank you is fake.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I disagree completely. It's not the way I was raised.
But then again, you've seen her interact with waiters at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Look, can I just, sorry, you hold your trail of thought better than mine. Look, watching it back, right? I don't think he's completely the arsehole here because you can see he said, say please, and she basically turned her head and was like, I'm not saying please. Like, that's what she implied. I'm not doing it. That's not how I've been raised. And all he's done is had the conversation to say, well, it's been different the way I've been raised. And, you know, it's common courtesy to say please and thank you. And when she spoke out loud to say, you know, you've seen the way my mother is in restaurants, I think she knows her mum's probably not the politest of people. But I think for me, probably my biggest... they had a genuine encounter there. I think for me, my biggest issue is just the comment he made about the mum. Other than that, to be honest, he's not that much of an arsehole. But he didn't need to actually say please in the first place because he was offering it to her and she said, being cute. Like,
has he been dating her for 5 minutes? How did he... Like, if I start dating a girl, I'm gonna know what her mannerisms are like.
yeah.
So why was he surprised that she doesn't say please and thank you? It's just TikTokers are idiots, I swear. The people in the comment section are stupid. Those two are stupid. The whole thing is stupid. Don't rate it at all. Like, you've been dating the girl for what, 2 seconds? You didn't work it out, and then people saying, "Oh, you're in England." They're in a house. They're not outside.
No, they weren't saying you're in England, but what the comments were overall saying is, in the UK, because she's dating a British boy, in the UK it's quite offensive if you don't say please and thank you. That's what they were getting at.
If you don't like it, don't date Indian girls then, because apparently they don't say please and thank you.
They're not dating Indian girls. They're talking about
No, I'm talking to the guy.
He's not... Oh.
I'm talking to the guy.
Okay.
If you don't like it, then either figure out your girlfriend's mannerisms, and if she doesn't want to change it, go date a British girl.
He only had a conversation with her about it. Look, now I'm on his side.
I'm on neither of their sides. I'm on no one's side.
Yeah, I'm on no one's
stupid.
side too, to be fair. But I just wanted to gauge your opinion on that encounter. But you was lost as fuck anyway.
Yeah, I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
It just seemed like a relation, like people just bantering in a
Normal chit-chat.
relationship.
Yeah.
Like
was.
You made me a tea.
For the
Like, you might
concept.
not remember. It was like a couple of months ago, and you made me the tea, and I clicked my fingers.
Yeah.
And you turned around to me like, "Don't do that. I won't make you a tea." But obviously, I'm not.
Did
I'm
I?
not. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not being serious. I'm not clicking my fingers like you're a dog. I'm having a joke. But if the camera was on and people saw that and it cut off before I said I'm joking.
What? Because it's is it a patriarchal world?
Yeah, I'm getting the girl to make a tea for me. I don't even ask Sabi. Sabi makes teas for me. As a matter of fact, you make me a tea today. What's going on?
Not today, but I did do one for you recently. I brought it in and you was all surprised. Is that for me?
Yeah, she walked over with tea and chocolates.
Because the past couple times, like, someone else made me a tea, so I walked in, I was like, Michael, I'm sorry, I didn't make this for myself, I swear, like, running late, let's just get started.
She has to justify herself.
Yeah, because I would never just make myself a tea and just bop in and not bring you one, do you know what I mean?
But I always say please and thank you for
Yeah.
anything. I even
Yeah,
text
you
you. Like, I
do,
scoffed
to be
that
fair.
food you gave me yesterday on the way
Yeah.
home.
That ear-piercing scream is an unruly child on a transatlantic flight to New York. The passengers describe an 8-hour flight from hell with non-stop and nerve-jangling screaming and fussing. They even covered their ears to drown out the 3-year-old. His mom was overheard telling flight attendants he has behavioral problems.
I'm sorry, yeah, but if your kid has behavioral problems like that, he's not leaving the country. That should be considered a flight risk. Not only is that, I imagine, distracting to the pilot, but I'm not sitting on a plane for 8 hours with this little bro. I don't care how old he is. I don't care what issues he has. Put a muzzle on that fucking child so I can sit in peace and watch my anime. I don't want to know, I don't like flying to begin with. I don't want to be taken out of my film or my little anime that I'm watching. I just want to zero in or go to sleep. And I can do neither with that little brat. So either discipline him properly or buy him a muzzle.
Do you know what? Like, I can imagine it is difficult being in those kinds of situations. And I'll be honest, my thought process never took me to where you've just taken me. But now that you've said it, I agree. Like, that you have to set yourself some boundaries or just realize that some things are not gonna work for you. Like, I know people whose kids are, you know, got
Shit.
behavioral issues and or have some sort of disability where they know that it's not going to be possible to take my kid to the park, let alone on an aeroplane, because of the way they behave. And yeah, that is unfair for the other passengers. It is unfair on yourself, and it's unfair on the kid because the kid's completely distressed there as well. So it's just, you've just got to learn your limits, I think, really. Like,
book all the seats, get your own plane. Don't get on my plane with that bullshit. Do you know, I just encourage everyone to start screaming back.
Oh, what are you discriminating right now?
Discriminating? No, it's a screaming child.
But he's got behavioural issues.
So she says. Everyone's got behavioural issues now. Maybe
No,
it's just
that
a
does
little
look
brat.
like behavioural issues, though.
Passenger Shane Townley shot the video.
She kind of looked like she was used to it. He was climbing all over the chairs. He was just screaming, would not let up. He was running up and down the aisles. There was nothing she could.
There was nothing she could do. She's a parent. Put the kid, at the very least, if you can't get him to stop crying and screaming, at least put him in his seat. He's a child. He can't break out if you don't want him to.
This is it. Some parents just don't know how to handle their kids, though. They genuinely just don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'd put him in the seat. Right, pretend you're the kid, right? Stand there.
No. We're not about to start doing role play.
No, you're the kid, right?
my
You're sitting
God,
there. You've been
drop
screaming.
me out.
I can't behind you. You little shit. Make that noise again.
And then your kid just punches you in the face because you
Punch
think
me
these
back.
kids care.
A 3-year-old, I'll smack you back.
Listen, no. On an aeroplane in front of everyone.
Yeah, I'll smack everyone else
watched
too.
this man beat his daughter on the plane in front of everyone, like he was decking her in the face. And I was a kid at the time, yeah.
What, he was
And
punching his daughter in the
he
face?
was punching her in the head because I don't know what she did. And I was flabbergasted. I was shocked, and I thought it was disgusting and outrageous. So no, you're not going to hit your kid on a plane in front of everyone.
No. I'm putting him over my knee. He's
Listen.
getting a smack on the bottom. He's getting a smack on the bottom. I'm not going to stand there giving him Mike
Anyway.
Tyson haymakers, but
If you was on that plane though, and you was a seat behind, what would you have done?
I would have probably told.
Honestly.
I probably would have told my boys, let's all scream as well. Let's all just
Really?
scream. Let's all do it.
Do you know what? That would be a way to get the kid to be quiet though, because the kid will be so confused as to what's going on. It will be like,
Have you seen the video of that dog that's like, he's just yapping and the guy runs up in his face, he's like, and the dog's like, and he just goes quiet and he's like, yeah, bitch, not in my house.
Before the plane even took off from Germany, the child's mother could be heard asking a flight attendant to turn on the Wi-Fi so the child could be appeased with an iPad. She was also heard pleading, "Calm down, honey."
Everybody was just kind of looking at each other like, oh, this is going to be a long flight.
The passengers sure were relieved when the flight finally landed at Newark International Airport after 8 hours of screaming. The worst flight ever happened in August, but the video just came to light today. So what should you do to control an unruly child on a plane?
I would say to the parent, are you Saiyans? Because if this child's hair doesn't turn golden after all this screaming, this is unacceptable on every metric. I am not standing for that. You have to get the kid off the plane. Stop the plane. Just land somewhere. They said they were in Germany. There's other places close by. Drop that family off. It's not our problem. Either buy up the whole plane or don't get on planes at all. I ain't trying to hear all that bullshit. Just put a muzzle on the fucking kids or do something. Tire him out the day before. Like, take him to the park. Have him run around so he falls asleep on the plane. Taking a kid on the plane like that is screaming his head off is so inconsiderate.
We asked parenting expert Liz Stern.
You need to come on this plane prepared because you know that the baby is going to start crying. Passengers are going to get upset, but you need as a parent to actively be prepared for this. Snacks are really important to have snacks prepared for the baby or the child. Also a book, maybe a favorite book or a favorite toy. You can also try an iPad, download ahead of time the songs that a baby might like to soothe the baby.
Tips that could have prevented this nightmare flight.
If that was my kid, there's no way.
But it is just crazy to think that that is your child and you genuinely do not know at all how to calm your child down or control your child. Like, that's for 8 hours straight. That's outrageous.
8 hours.
And I'm surprised nobody actually got involved or said anything.
I'm surprised he had his voice after 8 hours.
That's what I was thinking. The exact same thing. Screaming like that.
That's insane. Definitely be a voice actor in Dragon Ball.
If I was that seat behind, I would have been fuming. The last flight I went on, there was this guy sitting behind me. And I kid you not, at first I thought he was having me on because I just kept on feeling like, it felt like kicking on my chair, but it obviously wasn't kicking, but it was like really, you could feel every movement. And I was like, what is this guy doing? And I think he was playing the game, but his fingers were just so heavy and aggressive that I just kept feeling.
Oh, no, not for how many hours?
Oh my God, I wanted to cry. It was a 12-hour flight. I wanted to cry.
Why didn't you turn around and say something?
Me?
Yeah, were you with Ellis?
Me?
Tell
Say
Ellis.
something?
Ellis
Are
would
you
have said
crazy?
something.
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
No, she would have, but I'm not going to put her in that situation. What if he starts chatting shit to her? And I've put her in that situation? Absolutely not.
Have I had any bad flights? Oh, I've had screaming kids before, but not like that.
I had a situation where I was going to Australia, other side of the world, and it was like a 14-hour flight because we had to stop over. And it was one of them airplanes where they have like 4 seats in the middle and then 2 on either side. And I was stuck on the middle bit. I wasn't on the aisle. So there was one person, me, and then one person. And you couldn't even move. Like when they brought your food out, there was no movement. Like you're literally like this. Like I couldn't even try and lift it. And I remember trying to sleep on the tray in front, and then the person put their chair back and there was just nowhere to move. And it was 14 hours of that was just awful. It's like you just have to sit upright like this for 14 hours straight because what else can you do?
No, I hate flying. I hate how you feel when you get off it as well. You're so groggy. For some reason, even if I don't eat on the plane, I feel bloated. I just feel out of it completely. I'm not looking to that flight to Japan.
I'm all right with flights.
I
Pick
hate
a window seat. I'm sorted. That's it.
I don't even like window
I'll
seats.
sleep the whole flight.
I like the aisle seat.
One time though, I was on the plane and I was sleeping. And as I was sleeping on the plane, I was dreaming that the plane was crashing.
Oh, Jesus.
It was the most jarring experience. Like, it was just weird.
Yeah, that would scare the fuck out of me. You've seen the first Final Destination.
Because there was loads of turbulence as well. And then I could hear the sounds of being on a plane, but I'm dreaming that it's crashing. And it was just quite traumatic. And I was really sleep deprived at the time because I went away and I hadn't slept for like 3 days.
I would have woke up screaming at that kid.
Yeah. And then I am telling you right now.
Well, these planes are getting uncontrollable.
Yeah.